Roaming the savannas in tightly bonded packs, they embody teamwork at its purest. From powerful buffalo to nimble impala, every hunt is a demonstration of strategy, stamina, and survival.
Move.
Across the vast, arid landscapes of Africa, wildebeest migrate in massive herds, navigating one peril after another. But their most relentless threat doesn't come from claws or fangs. It comes on 4 swift legs, wearing a painted coat of camouflage: the African wild dog. Clocking speeds of up to 44 miles per hour, wild dogs aren't faster than wildebeest, which can reach 50 miles per hour. But what they lack in speed, they make up for in endurance. Their true advantage lies in stamina and coordination. With silent cues and seamless teamwork, they execute hunts with an astonishing 80% success rate, one of the highest among large predators. They don't rush, they pursue. For hours, sometimes over miles, the pack shadows the herd, waiting for a mistake. When the group begins to scatter, it takes just one panicked step, one moment of hesitation, and the strategy unfolds. The pack surges forward, isolating the weakest link with precision. No bloodshed, no chaos, just calculated pressure, endurance, and cohesion. This is not a contest of strength or speed. It's a test of resilience. In this wild arena, survival doesn't favor the fastest, but the ones who never give up. African wild dogs are most active during the early morning and late afternoon, when the air is cooler and prey is easier to ambush. A typical pack consists of 6 to 20 individuals, led by an alpha pair, the only ones allowed to breed. They guide their kin, offspring, siblings, close relatives, and occasionally unrelated members. As the first light of day touches the earth, the hulking silhouettes of Cape buffalo emerge. A true challenge. Massive and armed with sharp horns, buffalo are known for their fierce defensive instincts. But wild dogs don't confront strength with strength. They use a strategy. Rather than launching a chaotic attack, they observe, identify, and isolate a target. A calf, an elder, or a straggler. When the moment is right, they accelerate, disrupting the herd, splitting the chosen one from the rest. The hunt's success depends on silent coordination. The pack quickly surrounds the target, applying pressure to the legs or flanks, gradually sapping its ability to respond. With relentless endurance, they wear the buffalo down until it can no longer continue. It must all happen before nightfall, when lions, hyenas, and other rivals begin to circle. For wild dogs, every hunt is more than a meal. It's a training ground where the young learn to survive, to cooperate, and to inherit the hard-earned wisdom of the pack. Agile and resilient, African wild dogs are skilled hunters on land, but there are dangers they cannot always anticipate, especially those lurking beneath the water's surface. Crocodiles, with their perfect camouflage and explosive ambush strikes, are among the few predators that wild dogs genuinely fear. Whether chasing prey near a riverbank or gathering at a watering hole under the searing sun, wild dogs risk stepping into enemy territory. A gentle ripple, a flash beneath the surface, and in a heartbeat, one of the pack can vanish, pulled beneath the murky water without a sound. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it leaves a lasting impression. Sometimes it's a lapse in awareness, other times a desperate lunge for a scrap of food too close to danger. Either way, even a single loss forces the pack to be more cautious, each setback shaping their instincts. The wild teaches through consequence, and even Africa's most disciplined hunters must learn when to charge forward and when to fall back. For the painted wolves, each watering hole is not just a source of life, it's a test of awareness, where survival is earned one careful step at a time.
Move.
Across the wide-open grasslands and thick shrubs of Africa, smaller antelope species such as impala, bushbuck, and springbok become ideal targets for the African wild dog's speed-driven hunts. These prey are quick, capable of reaching over 50 miles per hour, but lack the endurance and teamwork that define their pursuers. Wild dogs aren't just fast runners, they're also skilled swimmers. When impalas dive into shallow waters to escape, they may think they've found refuge, but they've only entered a new trap. When the moment arrives, they surge forward, pulling it out with synchronized force. The hunt rarely ends in a dramatic clash. No need for a single fatal bite, just pressure, separation, and fatigue. Once a prey animal is isolated and alone, the outcome is nearly inevitable. For the wild dogs, even these smaller hunts are a showcase of strategy and unity, a testament to why their methods remain among the most effective in the animal kingdom. If crocodiles are the silent threat beneath the surface, lions are the looming force that rules the land, a living symbol of strength and dominance. Both apex predators, lions and wild dogs, share overlapping territories and a common goal: food and control. But in this rivalry, speed and coordination rarely match raw power. Male lions often see wild dogs as a disruption to the natural order, not because they pose a direct danger, but because they challenge dominance. There have been brutal confrontations where a lion charges into a pack, not out of hunger, but to send a message. This land is claimed. Faced with such overwhelming power, wild dogs don't fight, they adapt. They navigate shifting territorial lines with caution, alert to every roar, every trace left behind. One wrong move can cost not just a life, but the rhythm and survival of the pack itself.
Dead. A lion just took a pup.
In the wild, dominance is not always held by the strongest, but by those who outlast. Wild dogs endure not through brute strength, but through resilience and flexibility, even if it means yielding to the king of the grasslands. Warthogs are not a preferred target for wild dogs, but in times of hunger, they become a familiar fallback. Measuring around 4.5 feet in length and weighing between 150 and 250 pounds, with tusks that can grow up to 10 inches long, warthogs are built for survival. Armed, alert, and surprisingly agile. Rather than engage in high-speed chases, wild dogs rely on their extraordinary sense of smell, capable of detecting scents from over a mile away to track warthogs hidden underground. These pigs often retreat into burrows they've dug themselves, or repurpose abandoned dens from aardvarks or hyenas. Once a den is located, the pack surrounds it with quiet precision. Patience becomes their greatest weapon. For over an hour, they may wait in silence. Some dig at potential exits, while others stand ready, watching for any sign of movement. The confrontation is brief. There's no drawn-out struggle, only swift execution of a well-rehearsed tactic. As the barks of success echo across the open plain, it marks the end of one life, and the continuation of many others. For the African wild dog, no hunt is trivial. Each successful ambush hones the instincts passed down through generations. Instincts forged by survival, refined by time.